So this previous question, I get it. This guy um takes out a loan for 50,501 from the bank, and he will pay the loan in the form of monthly installments of 1,000. So Koror, at the end of every month, this guy would make like a payment of 1,000. The bank charges an interest at 7% per annum compounded monthly. He repays the loan. He repays the loan for 5 years. So that means he's gonna make the monthly installment of of 1,000 for 5 years. Okay, so that means in total, it's gonna make how many payments? So in 1 year, that's how many months? 12 months. So in a year, he makes 12 payments. So that means in 5 years, he makes 12 times 5, which means he makes 60 payments. So in 60 payments of how much? Of 1,000. So therefore, in 5 years' time, this guy will have paid the bank a total of 60,000. Again. Now, the question asks you, how much? Okay, how much did the guy pay the bank in total? That's 60,000. The next question asks you, how much interest or gain will the bank get in total over 5 years? So that means like, utore, the loan amount this guy took, ne? Because the bank has to gain interest, has to benefit from lending out money to you. So it gave you 50,501, and then you must get something higher. And what is that? That's 60,000. Ne? So how much more did the bank get from from the 50,501? You just go 60,000 minus 501.99. This gives you 9,000. So that means the bank made an interest of 9,498 from lending out the money. Yavagala, my sister, Tatos, Chokwe, Molo. Can you see them, Lauza? You've got a question. Um, I'm super. Okay, I'll say it later. But yeah, I'm proud of a lot of you here because I've seen a lot of improvement. Like I see a lot of improvement. So yeah, I'm super proud. Anyways, yeah. So let's move to the next question, number 3, which is what we asked you guys to do. This guy takes out a loan for 50,000 from the bank. The bank charges interest at 7% per annum compounded monthly. I hope I'm not doing the same question. He pays 1,000 at the end of every month. How long will it take until the loan is fully repaid? Okay, so here it is still a present value sort of scenario. Let's just remove everything there because this is very dirty and disorderly. Okay, cancelled. Now let's reload. Zoom in. Yes. So number 3. So now this is still the feature of like a present value situation. So where your P is the 50,000, your X is the 1,000, then your interest is the 7% per annum, whatnot, and then like they don't give you the number of years like it took for him to repay the loan. So we're still gonna use the present value formula. Very, and let's substitute what we're given. So the 50,501.99 is the present value. Then our X is 1,000. Our I told you this thing is a single digit, so 7% same as 7 over 100, which is 0.07, 0.07, yes. Over, I already told you how to calculate that, over 12. So you don't calculate this in the exam, please. Minus, I'm going to come to the end part, over the interest, 0.07 over 12. Okay. Let's write it nicely so that when we do the calculations, everything looks good. Okay. Now, so here they're looking for the number of years it took him to repay the loan. Okay. Remember I told you already, this thing here means the number of periods until the last payment. Okay. So normally, let's just say, and we are doing some. I'm just an example on the side. Ne? We've got like someone paying back a loan over 2 years. This is at the beginning, so this is the end of 1 year, the end of 2 years. So now, so obviously within 1 year, and they pay at the end of every month, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So over a 2 year period, this person will pay the number of periods, sorry, the number of periods from here until there, or the n in the present value formula, would be 24. Do you guys agree with me? Because the n represents the number of periods in under the context of present value. Again, it'll be 24. How do you get the 24? It's essentially, it's 2 years, and then we've got 12 months in a year, 12 periods in a year. So this gives us 24. Again, so it's 2 years, and then the number of periods in a year, 12. Okay. So now, in this question, you're going to sort of follow the same logic. So this person pays us this thing, pays at the end of every month. So you're gonna put 12 for how many years? You don't know how many years. You could put an M, you could put a Z, you could put an N. It's fine if you know what that means. So when this 12 represents the number of periods within a year, which is basically that in this context. And then whatever you're gonna find here, the N will be the number of years. You're just doing this for the sake of this calculation. We know that this whole thing here means a number of periods until the last payment. So you know when you go, the 12 times the number of years will give you the actual number of periods until the last payment. Do you guys understand why I put minus 12 times N there? Please do a thumbs up quickly, then I know you understand. Ke a kgopela. Ntswane wa kwešiša? Okay, Boni wa e bona? Okay, Boni wa e bona? Tshegofatso wa e bona? Phelo? O fentse Ndebele? Tsoku? Okay, Fedi. So now, yeah. So that's why when it comes to financial maths, don't cram things. Or look at the context. Do sharp. Fair. So remember, what we're looking for here is essentially the n. You could replace it with a p or whatever. I don't want the n to confuse you. You can replace it with whatever, but you're looking for that, the number of years. Okay, fair. So now the next thing you're going to do is you want to make n the subject of the formula. So first thing first, you can cross multiply here. Okay, so you're going to go this times this times that. So if you multiply this times that, you get a nice answer. Let's see if you get a nice answer. Let me quickly do it on my side and see if I get a nice convenient answer. Ish, it's a long answer, but yeah, it's fine. You can just write 2. It's long, man. Let's leave it as 50 as 50,501.99 times 0.07 over 12 equal to 1,000. Then 1 minus 1 plus 0.07 over 12 to the power minus 12n. Okay, fit it. So now the next thing we're going to get rid of is this 1,000. We're going to divide both sides by 1,000. What you do on one side, you also do on the right side. Remember, the aim is for you to be left with this minus 12n or the n on one side. So you must get rid of everything surrounding that. So the next thing to get rid of is this 1,000. All right. So when I divide this by 1,000, I just restarted my calculator. Okay. You can just quickly do the calculation, man. Let's go 50,501. Round off to maybe 4 decimal places. Round off to 4 decimal places. This will give you 0.02 0.29 4595. Okay, just try to push it, man. Okay, equal to 1 minus 1 plus 0.07 over 1 over 12 to the power minus 12n. Okay, sharp. And then like what you can do is you could take the one to the other side, or you can take this to the other side, this part to the left hand side, and then this part to the right hand side, and have 1 plus 0.07 over 12 to the power minus 12n equal to 1. This will become minus when it goes to the side. This became a positive when it went to the left hand side, while this one became a minus when it goes to the right hand side. So it'll be that. Okay, and then like this will give you 1 plus 0.0 1 2. Let's see if this can give us a nice convenient answer. Let's see if it can give me a nice convenient answer. Let me just quickly check on my side. Nah, it doesn't give me a convenient answer, so just leave it like that. Okay, just leave it like that. So the best practice, just leave it like this, and then this side you'll get an answer of 1 minus 0.294595 gives you 0.705405 like that. Okay, Fede. Now you guys remember I don't know if you guys got taught this. You guys remember when we're solving for x in a situation like this, ne? You do something like this. You're solving for x. You'd like make this thing, put it in the form of 2 to the power something, which is 2 to the power 2, and then if the bases are the same, you create the exponents x will be equal to 2. This is what we would do. But if you find yourself in this situation, 2 to the power x equals 5. You can't put 5 in the form of 2 to the power something. So how to sort of get around that problem? You just take the log on both sides, ne? So you're gonna go log of this side, ne? What you do on the left, you also do on the right. Log of that side as well, log of 5. And then like the laws of log say that if you have a log of a number to an exponent, ne, you're allowed to take that number in front. That is, it's a law. It's like it's a law that doesn't change. It's there. It's established. If you have log x to the power n, this can be simplified to log to n log x. You can take the exponent there. So therefore, you can take the x there and remain with log 2 equal to log over 5. Then you can divide both sides by log 2 to remain with x. So that is the whole concept. So whenever you have a number to the power something, you can log it and then apply this technique or this law. So we're going to apply that here. So this is literally in the same form. We've got an exponent there. So we're going to apply logs on both sides. So this will give us log 1 plus 0.07 over 12 to the power minus 12n equals what you do on one side, you must, not you should, you must do it on the other side. Then after that, so log says that like if you ever have a log of a number, an exponent there, you're allowed to take the exponent in front. So this will give us minus 12n log 1 plus 0.0712 equal to log, just rewrite that as it is. Okay, Fede. Then now, remember what you're looking for. You are looking for n and not 12 or not log whatever. So you're going to divide both sides by what you have there by minus 12 log this. Again, you're looking for n, so you must divide everything surrounding n there. What you do on one side, you must do on the other side. There's nothing complicated here. This will cancel that. This will cancel that. You remain with n equal to, can the congregation punch this thing for me and tell me the answer? Can you guys do this calculation quickly? Can you do the calculation for me? Come on. Do the calculation and tell me the answer. Mahango, Boni, Asi Bafit, Asied Matiota. Lamla. Tandi, Are Tandi. What you get? Yes? Suyika 14, Suyika 14. Yele way 14, Suyik. Sky Chaban. What's up? Suyik. 5 point what? Yes. So 5.00 what? I want all of you to do it so that we all know what's going on. Ne? Please, bafowethu. Ngiyacela bafowethu. Ngiyacela kaloku. Yes, boss. Yeah, so it's proper stuff. Yeah, where you're lay. So that's essentially 5 years. You see, it took this guy 5 years to repay back the loan. 5 years. Okay, that's about that. Um uh yeah, so that's about that. That's super understandable. Who doesn't understand what's going on? So so yes, yes. Which part don't you understand? Skacha, which part? Offensive from the purple part, from the purple. From here. How about here, ne? Here, ne? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, go with him. Okay. Or guy fast like this. Where? Here. More. Okay. So what don't you understand? Is it the manipulation on the lock and stuff? Okay. 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 Fair. And then can you see them louder? Wena? Which part don't you understand? Can you see? I think can you see it's got network problems, but I'll just do a summary of what we've covered. So those of you who got it right, appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna explain everything just now. Um, but my sister Elizabeth, did you see your mistake? Are you happy? Before I summarize, my sister. All right. So now I'm gonna summarize this thing for the class. So okay, we must understand the question. But Neymar takes out a loan of 50,000. Okay, but let me just quickly, yeah, let's close this recording because